Hey everybody, Gears here, and the Senton is in place. There's a few issues going on. Probably won't be able to really get in there too well to show off. And definitely too dark. So this outer lip needs to be cut away, that's no problem. The attachment points, so I should probably take the whole thing apart, I guess, and show you what's going on. There's two very handy, nice, convenient things about this. One, these screws go straight into the shock tower. And two, this lip here on the action packer happens to rest on this lip here of the chassis, front and back. Additionally, these two mounting points right here happen to rest right at this point here, which is where I put the screws. To get the screws exactly correct, simply involved putting a piece of masking tape over this. Scotch tape probably would have been better, because then I could have seen what was going on. Put two little dimples right where the screw holes are. So getting this centered and then level, that was definitely a trick, and I'm close. One end is definitely more centered than the other. They both appear to be level, but one end is just off by not an eighth, definitely a 16th. It's too bad, but I may be able to put new screw holes in there. And then these shock towers here, these also happen to friction fit right in place where I put this little foam. So this whole fit is really convenient, and I can't really show you what's going on there, and I don't want to cause, not that I would likely cause any damage to this thing, but nevertheless I don't want to aggravate the situation. So yeah, I'm thinking about a thin metal brace, some kind of bracket to help keep the screws in line with each other, so when there is damage going on, that will act as an entire single hole rather than two individual holes, as it were. Some washers on the outside, I might replace those with a single bracket that goes all the way across. And then this foam is just like normal, I don't know, not yoga mat, but it's the stuff you put on the floor, 1/2 inch thick just about. It just happens to be green in this case. So stick those in, put that there. I do have longer options for screws over in this little pile of stuff here. So those are the 20s, and I can go up to 25. So that looks like it might be a little too shallow. Looks pretty good there, but obviously once the foam goes on. The question is, when this does take a hit, now on the front here, these two mounting points are definitely, these two mounting points here are definitely in the main mass. so there's no worry about breaking the actual arms up top. I suppose being right about, oh no, it's not even at the base. It says actually it's close, but no. So if this, and they go straight all the way through, so that's good to see. Yeah, so keeping shallower screws may be better for really bad collisions, so that the screw will snap out rather than damage that entire length there. However, it's also true that putting a much longer screw in place there could also help to prevent all that in the first place. Tough to say. You never know until it happens. And then the same here, but it's not, well, yeah, same amount of beef. Looks like just about the same height. Might still be worth getting some aftermarket shock tower protectors at some point, or replacing the whole assembly with an aluminum version, of course. That would definitely be a bit of work, though. So yeah, and I may use some different shapes. These just happen to so those don't go in very far at all. And these particular shapes, they just happen to somewhat fit this area here. Whether I make a bigger shape, I don't know yet. We'll see about that. And surprisingly, 2mm hex nuts are actually M3 Phillips. Interesting little note. So I'm still hoping to get a heatsink in for the new motor by tomorrow. I have to go and get a pinion gear for the new motor. Let's walk around here for all this. So when I go out tomorrow, I have to bring this so I can get a new pinion gear, as the old one doesn't fit. I have a heatsink on order, and that should be coming in hopefully tomorrow, but otherwise, even if it doesn't, I can start putting everything back into this guy here. And yeah, I was thinking that I would be cutting this wall away, but now I'm thinking I might put some of this foam down in this area here to build that up so the battery rests on top. I don't quite know yet. That does raise the center of gravity a little bit. The other pieces will be flat against this, and then the battery flat against that would be nice as well, because otherwise it's definitely gonna have some issues potentially. So yeah, I guess that's it for this one. Thanks for watching. See ya.